Good morning, everyone. Trust we are doing good. Welcome to another webinar series I've got for you guys. Good morning, Kelechi. How are you doing this morning? Okay. So I hope we all had an amazing weekend and a lovely holiday yesterday. Today we'll be talking about trading the financial markets, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we'll dive right into detail, but let's do a quick run through like we always do. Good morning, Adrius. Trust you're doing good. I'm sorry I missed your call. Okay, so without wasting much time, what we do at Eagle Global Markets, like I always say, Eagle Global Markets is a financial brokerage firm here in Lagos, Nigeria. We're at Ikoyi to be precise, and we offer you access to the financial markets to create wealth yourself. Yes, and you'll be wondering, create wealth how? We give you access, we give you platforms that give you access to trade the financial markets. And trading the financial markets yourself means you make money yourself, you mint money yourself, you print money yourself. And being able to do these things yourself gives you an edge, okay, an upper hand. And you have no one to tell you this is how much you'll be making. You determine all of that yourself. And yet we have a lot of products for you. We have MT4, where you can trade the financial markets in dollars. We have the cloud trade, where you can trade the financial markets in Naira. And we have the copy trading platform, where if you're too busy as a person, or you can't, you don't have time to trade the financial markets, or you work 9 to 5 and you won't have time to look at the charts yourself. The copy trading platform gives you access to the financial markets, where you get tons of consistently profitable traders to copy the trades, and you make a lot of money by copying the trades. Okay. Yeah, I think Shegun's typing. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Kelechi, how you doing? Yeah, so we discussed the last time. Can anyone remind me of the last topic we had on the webinar? Anyone at all? Last topic we discussed on the webinar. Anyone at all? Okay, I can see Kelechi is typing. Okay, 5 ways to make money from the financial markets. Okay, yeah, 5 ways to make money from the financial markets. And you all would agree with me that the last webinar, we just give approach and ways not to lose money. And when you don't lose money, the major thing is you make money from the financial markets. And we discussed those 5 ways in detail. And so far, what were you able to learn from the last webinar? Can anyone share what they learned from the last webinar? What they learned, the things we discussed, the things we talked about from the last webinar? Okay, a few people are typing. So what did you learn from the last webinar? What were the things you learned from the last webinar? Exactly, that is one key thing, treating trading as a business. You're comfortable leaving your house and going to your kiosk or your shop and making a whole lot of money per day. Giving that same energy or drive to the financial markets, where if you can take out time, like I said, you spare an hour to 2 daily, just hop on the charts, understand price action, place trades, feel the environment of price. That gives you an edge to making money. Exactly. Another thing I talked about is staying away from the market. Not even staying away, taking a break from the market when you lose money. I said if you have a plan or a risk management approach of losing 10% of your trading account per month, and in a single day you've lost 10% of your trading account, the idea is not to go back into the market the next morning or the next afternoon or the next night and try to make all that 10% back. No, the idea is to take a break, understand why you lost 10% in a single day, analyze the scenario why you lost 10% in a single day, look for solutions on how you won't be losing 10% on your next trade, and that helps you or gives you an edge in the markets. You understand how to go about the trades and what to really do when it comes to trading the financial markets. Okay, so before we hop into today's topic, I want to take questions. Okay, I want to take questions revolving around the financial markets, all around the financial markets. Your questions, your thoughts, just drop it in the question section. Okay, I want the questions, majorly questions. Okay, questions on the financial markets, and let's ask. I think Ajus, you called me to ask a question. You can actually drop your question here. Zainab, hope you're having a wonderful morning. Ernest, good morning. Tolulope, good morning. Hope you're doing good. Roy, it's amazing having you on my call again. Yeah, so like I said, I will take questions before we hop into today's topic. If you have any question at all, we've been discussing something in the Telegram group and you don't understand at all, please drop a message in the chat, in the question section. I will do well to respond to your question. Okay, and let's just wait 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes for question. If we don't have any question, we would proceed to today's webinar. Okay, so we're waiting for question, and as we wait for question, let's talk. You know, I told you guys something last week, which is the so-called Instagram traders, your Instagram heroes and YouTube wannabes when it comes to trading the financial markets. To be very candid, yeah, good morning, Dickball. Hope you're doing good. To be very candid, I told you how these guys work. They make money off you by you buying their course, and if you don't buy the course, they've got nothing else to live by. They don't make enough money from the financial markets. They only make money off you by buying the course. And I told you literally everything you need to learn about the financial markets, I talk about every single day on the webinars. Everything you need to learn about the financial markets is on our YouTube channel. Every single thing you need to learn about the financial market is free on the internet. I shared a PDF with you guys on the Telegram group. I'm not sure anybody went through it, but if you did go through it, you should see how your technical analysis skill and your thoughts about the financial markets or your thought orientation of the financial markets will have changed amazingly. And that is just like the little steps. Okay, fine, you can follow all these Instagram traders and YouTube wannabes, but that's not what you want. Okay, that's not what you want. What you need, or what you precisely need, is to be consistently profitable. You don't want to be a professional. Okay, you don't want to be a professional. You want to be consistently profitable, and that's it. Okay, you don't want to know those fancy words. You want to know how to apply those fancy words on the chart and make a lot of money from it. That's the major thing. Okay, and you know, I talked about compounding last week. If anybody remembered, I talked about compounding last week. And see, if you can consistently make $5 to $10 per week, everything changes. Okay, everything changes. That is 5,000 naira a week. Okay, $5 to $10. Let's just take it 2,500 to 5,000 naira a week. That pays a lot of people. And when you can do that consistently for 6 months, if you can make this consistently for 6 months, now ask yourself this question: can you literally make money or trading as your major source of income or living? The answer is yes. And you might be wondering, I might sound stupid, I know, but the logic is, when you can make $3 per week, $5 to $10 per week to be precise, if you can make this, you can trade for a living. It sounds very absurd, but the truth is, when you can do this consistently without fear for 6 months, you could scale up, you could upgrade and start doing 2x of that every week. And 2x of that every week, you could turn it to 2x of that every day. The more you consistently make a certain amount from the financial markets, you don't have fears anymore in the financial markets. You don't feel scared of taking trades anymore in the financial markets. And the key thing is, you would understand how to manage your risk. You understand this thing I always say in the Telegram group, this thing I always say in the webinars, which is the money is made by waiting. You don't need to place what's it called? You don't need to place 200 trades a month. You place 12 to 20 trades. I count you as a busy trader a month. You just need that trade that sets you up for the week, that sets you up for the month. When you place that trade, you capitalize on it. We talked about profit maximization once, how you can do this on the charts, how you can stack up position and make a lot of money from the charts. And that will be a story for another day. But I hope you learned a thing or two from the little pep talk before we hop into today's topic. Okay, so to today's topic, trading the financial markets, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I wouldn't want to burst anybody's bubble, but let's talk about the good first. Can anybody tell me the good side of trading when it comes to the financial markets? Okay, trading in the financial market, the good side. The good side. Anyone at all? I just want 4 to 5 people. Just list it out in the chat box, and we start from there. Okay, let's start out with the positive. Okay, there's a lot, or the list is very long and it's endless. Why forex trading is one thing you should capitalize on and have that skill to start making money. I can see everybody's typing, making a lot of money, and that's like one major reason. Financial discipline. Brilliant. Kelechi, you never cease to amaze me on the call. Okay, you never cease to amaze me on the call. And let's just take it. I'll break down every single thing we're listing out, and before going to what I have in store when it comes to the good. Okay, now making a lot of money. The financial markets give you access to an endless means of liquidity. Liquidity is just money, and that means you can live by no salary. When you trade the financial market, you determine how much you want to make per trade, you determine how much you want to make per month, you determine your profit target per month. And that is one major thing, which is making a lot of money from the financial markets. It's very easy to make a lot of money from the financial market. Very, very easy. It's also very easy to preserve that money, and it's also very easy to lose that money. We will come into the losing aspect later, but we're talking about the good side, which is the positive side. And the second thing is, Kelechi mentioned, is financial discipline. If you trade the financial markets, you would value money. Okay, you would value money, you would value your time, you value a lot of things. You value the time you put into the charts to analyze that trade. You value the time you sat in front of your screen and wishing the trade was in profit. You value the time the trade was in profit. You value every single time. Every single time. And it creates financial discipline, which means you'd value money majorly. When you value money, you understand its importance and its necessities, what it can really do for you. That's just the major aspect on financial discipline. Exactly, it helps build a community economy. When you transact in a certain currency, it helps you grow the country's economy. Let's take, for instance, the World Trade Organization. Please, this is not a financial advice. It's just a regular joke, okay? Let's say, for instance, the World Trade Organization says Naira is what will be used for transacting all around the world. What does that do to the Naira? It strengthens the Naira, okay? It strengthens the Naira, and Naira becomes very, very valuable. Everybody will be fighting to have Naira, okay? That's the same way we all struggle to get dollar. Like, you need dollars, you need it to do something, and you see everybody's calling it, selling it at different rates. For you see some say 450, some say 465, and so on and so forth. That would be the same way the Naira will be, and that's just when it comes to building a community or a country's economy. Now, another thing is strategic, from Shegun, strategic and patience in making of the free money. You see, the patience is very, very key. Patience is very, very key in the financial market. If you're not patient, you end up losing money. I said something the last time, and I'll say it again, which is, when it comes to the financial markets, the money is made in the waiting. The money is taken from the impatient to the patient. Okay, once you understand, it's 10% strategy and it is 90% psychology. Then your psychology determines on how patient you are, the type of person you are, all of that. You'd scale up. You do figures in the market. Okay, That is one major thing also. You guys have already mentioned all the points I have in my notes, but we'll sort something out. Exactly. Ajus, you're very, very correct on that. Like, these things are the little reason that when you understand them, you won't be able to lose money in the market. Okay. Now, the good side of trading. The first thing on my list is you can make a lot of real money. Okay. You can make a lot of real money, but only if you make informed trade decision. Okay. In the financial markets, we have two types of people. Okay. We have the informed and the uninformed. We call the informed smart money. We call the uninformed dumb money. Now ask yourself, are you smart money or dumb money? Are you informed or are you uninformed? That's what determines how much you make in the market. That's what determines how well you make money from the market. That's what determines your profitability rate in the financial markets. Okay? The good thing about the financial market is accessing the financial market is easy with the global markets. You could decide to access the financial markets with the MT4 platform or the cloud trade platform. Also, even through the copy trade platform, you are accessing the financial markets indirectly. And these are the top side of trading with even global markets. Also, you get access to bonuses. I know everybody likes that, right? Okay, and that is the major two things on my list. If you work 9 to 5, you could be your own boss also, trading the financial markets. Okay, you can get to work from home, set your own hours. Trading the financial market can be done anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. All you need is a solid internet connection and a gadget, an electronic gadget, which is either your tab, your mobile phone, or your PC or a laptop. And you can trade the financial markets anywhere from the world. This makes you your own boss. Like, just imagine you're in the Bahamas and you're trading the financial markets. You got the bill covered, even just from clicking a few buttons on your laptop. You got the bills covered. That's the kind of energy. That's the kind of drive. Before I proceed, are we all following? While the numbers are increasing, are we all following? Have you got any question at all based on the things I've been saying? Are we all following? Just use the emoji stuff. Okay, I think I turned it on. Okay, just use the emoji to reply. Okay, if we're all following, please drop a yes or an emoji of your choice in the chat box. Okay, brilliant. Another thing about the financial market, or the good thing about the financial market, is you can choose your own trading strategy or methodology or approach. Now, this is one interesting part. You could decide to trade indicators. You could decide to trade pure price action, technical analysis. You can decide to trade smart money concepts. It all depends on you and what you're comfortable with. Like, I know a few people on here. I just trade pure price action. Christian is on the call, I believe. He trades pure price action also, with a little bit of smart money in it. Kelechi trades majorly smart money. I don't know the rest, but those are the people I can actually. Silas also, yes. Silas also, and Debbie trades pure price action with a bit of indicator. Those are the people I can say for, because I do talk to them a lot. And that is just the thing. You need to understand what suits you in the financial markets and get head on with it when it comes to strategies, okay? So there's a lot of strategies to choose from. It's just, it still depends on you, what works for you, okay? And another aspect is, there are a lot of opportunities when it comes to the financial markets. When you learn how to trade, careers in financial markets, when you learn how to trade, okay, this is the good aspect. You can either decide to be a financial analyst. You can either decide to be a trader for a prop firm. You can either decide to be an educator. You can decide to be a signal provider. You can decide to be an IB. There's a lot of career when it comes to trading the financial markets. And I just gave you guys an hint. So learning should set you up for good things when it comes to financial markets. And that will be all on the good aspect of the financial market, trading the financial markets. So before we proceed, have anybody got any question at all? Any question at all on the positive side of trading the financial markets? Any question at all on the positive side of trading the financial market? I'll call you on to join me on the webinar, okay? If you've got any question at all on the positive side of trading the financial markets. I hope we all are taking notes, because I always advise to take notes. Any question on the positive side of the financial markets, the good of the financial markets? Okay, we've got a few people typing. Let's just wait and see what they have for us. Okay. We're waiting to get the message in the chat box. And yeah, so guys, I was able to do my follow-up on the 18-year-old guy I told you about, who made 1,000 GBP from trading the financial markets. And I realized something, that one thing he did was he was able to give it time. Okay, he was able to give it time. He knew he wouldn't be making 1,000 GBP once, but he gave it time. So the logic was, he didn't make that 1,000 GBP once. Okay, it was his cumulative profit, and this is what I talk about when it comes to compounding and risk management. He was able to manage his risks the right time and the right way. So all his profits accumulated to 1,000 GBP, and he's even from the UK. It's quite amazing. Yeah, exactly. It gives you a level of enlightenment about finance, not even finance, about life, making life decisions. When you understand the type of person you are, it's based on how you trade, and you could make amazing life decisions trading the financial markets. It helps you be patient, and patience is what most people lack. Now, so far so good. Trading sounds pretty amazing, but understand one thing. You might hear the word trading is not for everybody. It's a lie. Okay, that's a big lie. Trading is for everybody. As long as you can learn, you can understand how these things work, it's for everybody. But let's get down to some downside that affects traders. Okay, so the first thing is what I always talk about: spending time to learn. Okay, not money this time. Our education is free at good global markets, but the only thing you will spend is time. Spending time to learn. A lot of aspiring traders don't want to spend time learning how to trade. You just open a trading account without the proper knowledge needed to start making smart decisions. Now, it's fine to open a trading account, but it's wrong to start trading when you don't know what to do. That's why my logic is to always advise clients: don't demo trade. Okay, don't demo trade. Why? It will ruin your mindset about trading. Imagine having a $50,000 account or a $100,000 account, and you start trading demo, opening 2 standard lots, 1 standard lot. You can hold your losses for a long period of time, and it comes back into profit and you close, you are happy. But once you get initiated into that space of demo trading with that mindset and that huge capital, remember, when you're trading yourself, you are starting with a small capital. That will affect your mindset. You won't be able to hold trades as long as you would on a demo account, and the problem starts there. So the best advice is, as you're learning, have a live account where you can practice these things and see it happen real time. Now, practicing real time gives you that fulfillment of knowing what you're doing actually works. You will see the profits, you will see the losses, but you understand you're still in that learning phase, or learning curve, and you're learning, so don't expect massive profits and don't expect massive losses. The losses will be minimal also. Another thing is be careful, okay? Be careful when you're online and talking about strategies and all. Be careful, because there are a lot of people who just want to steal your knowledge from you. And when they take that knowledge, they restructure it and start selling it as theirs. You want to be careful of this type of people on the media. That's why my conversations never go beyond the walls of the Telegram group. Okay, it never goes beyond the walls of the Telegram group. If it's outside the Telegram group, it's not me. Okay, I only spend time with you guys on Telegram, and that is it. That is the major thing. And also, my price projection or my analysis never leaves the Telegram group. And that is the major or the key thing when it comes to the bad aspect. Be careful of these people that sell false information online. Okay? It doesn't work. If it works, why are they selling it? If the information about trading, that strategy they said makes $50,000 per month, if it works, why sell it? We know the human mind, or the human is programmed to be very, very greedy. And when you have something that works for you, it's very common sense of a human would not want to let it go exposed. So why sell it if it actually makes money for you? Think about it. So another thing to understand is you can start big and you can start small, but don't try to start small. Okay, don't try to start small. It's fine to start small, but don't have that mentality that is that small you used to continue and so on. And so that's the bad aspect of trading. Because when you have that mentality that it is the small you use to start and continue over and over and over again, you end up not getting the bigger picture that you could make a lot of money from trading. That's what you end up getting. You end up not getting the bigger picture that you could make a lot of money from trading. Okay. And another thing to understand, or the bad aspect to understand about the financial market, is you can lose money. Okay. You can trade in the financial market is risky. And how do you get rich? It's by taking risk. Scared money don't make no money. That is how you can make money from the financial market. You don't have to be scared. Fine, you'll be scared, they'll be fair, but understand, to make money you need to take that leap of faith. Okay, and that's another aspect on that. Now, the most bad one is having the mindset that trading is a get rich quick scheme. Please, it's not. Okay, please, it's not. Ignore the Lambos you see online, ignore the Rolex, ignore the Ferraris. It was not done or made in a single day. Fine, a single trade can pay for all of that, but remember that result was not gotten in a single day. Rome wasn't built in a day. So I want you to have that mindset that it is not a get rich quick scheme. It can make you rich quick, but also understand it's not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, to make money in the financial markets, effort is needed. You have to put in the work by studying, by showing up. Okay, and I always tell you guys something: showing up every day doesn't mean you make money every day. Sometimes you go to the market and you won't see a trade setup. You don't need to force yourself into seeing a trade setup. I know of someone, if he doesn't see anything on charts, he tries to force himself to see something on chart. That is how people start losing money. Once you don't see it, you don't see it. Stop trying to make it seem as if it's there. It's not there. Okay? So that is it on bad aspect. Now, the ugly is to understand that Forex has both good and bad qualities. But on the bright side is the bad can always be avoided. You can always avoid the bad. You can't regularly avoid the bad, but you can always avoid it. Okay? You will surely make trading mistakes, but you understand that it's a mistake. You know, it's different for one to make a mistake and not understand that it's a mistake, and for one to make a mistake and know it's a mistake and understand how to curb it the next time. And the oddly, that is what it's about. You can avoid these mistakes. You can, how do I put it? You can navigate through it, okay? And lastly, the oddly is understand that profitability comes to everyone, every single trader at different time. Profitability comes to every single trader at different time. That is why I love something we do on the Telegram channel. We always try to motivate one another by sharing our little profit screenshots, okay? Let's not try to share the big ones, okay? Let's still share the small ones. The ones that, okay, we know our partner on the Telegram group can actually, what's it called? Can actually make such money also. Let's keep on sharing that to give them the hopes, okay? And also to let them know that you learned Forex last month doesn't mean you're profitable the next 3 months. You learned Forex last 3 months doesn't mean you're profitable the next 6 months. Profitability comes to everyone at different time, okay? Different time. Once you know that, you are good to go. You just know that one day is one day. All my deposits, I will collect it back on a single trade. And that is the real mindset about it, okay? So that brings us to the end of today's webinar. But before we go, I know there's question. I'll respond to everybody, okay? I'll respond to everybody. I'll call you on board to ask a question, then we'll discuss about the financial markets. And also we'll be doing technical analysis. When everyone asks the question, we'll do a bit of technical analysis. I won't be using the MT4 platform today. I'll be using the other web platform so we can actually get an insight. So if you want me to bring you on board to ask your question, please drop an I in the chat box. Just a letter I in the chat box, okay? Kelechi, you know I'll bring you on board for sure. Okay, that's like one regular thing I always do, because and Adjus also. So if you want me to bring you on board, just let me know. I'll send an invite and I'll bring you on board in less than a minute. Okay, so I'm sending out the invites to Kelechi. Also, within technical analysis, no one should leave the meeting yet. Okay, Christian, I would gladly bring you on board. You were not able to join the last time, so I'll bring you on board this time to join me. So I'm just sending the invite first to Kelechi and Christian. Okay, send it out to Kelechi and Christian for a start. Okay, great. I would send it out to you, Tolu, also. So just let's get Kelechi and Christian on board also. Sending it to Tolu. Kelechi, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, trust you're doing good. How's it been?
Yeah, everything is fine. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning. Hope you. So
yeah,
have you got any question? Have you got any question? Anything to share?
Yeah, I've got a question for now. Like, I think there have been a sudden increase in the price of crude oil, I think, for the past, a day, 24 hours now. And I need to know what is behind it. Is it the fundamentals, or was it this G7 summit that just happened? Then that is directly. I want to just do technical analysis on basically either CAD USD or CAD JPY. Then
okay, no problem. Now let's talk about crude oil first. Okay, I will mute you. Then when I'm done talking, I will just unmute you. Okay, so let's talk about crude oil itself. Now, lately, I've been monitoring crude oil closely also. And what I discovered is, you see, the G7 guys, they can't control the prices of oil because most of our countries are not really oil producing countries. But understand, they have stations all around these major oil producing countries like Afghanistan, Iran. They have mouths in Dubai. Okay, they have a stronghold in all this region. So majorly what I realized in the crude oil hustle and bustle is the fact that these G7 guys are doing a lot of things to reduce the price of fossil fuel, which is crude oil, because they say we're going green soon, electric cars and all. But when what's it called? When they reduce, or as they're trying to reduce the prices of oil, what happens to oil producing countries? What happens to the likes of Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, and all? What happens to them? What happens? Okay, yeah, please go ahead, Christian. You can decline the invite. What happens to these guys? They end up becoming not useful anymore to them. Okay, so what I majorly believe in the whole G7 summit that's been going on lately is on how to go green majorly. So they are looking at everything to cut down crude oil or fossil fuel. Let's just put it that way. But some countries still use this thing, okay? And prices increase because of what the want and the need for it. So that basically gives you an idea of the macroeconomics that is on crude oil. Then we start checking out the technical aspects, which we all know crude oil dumped last year majorly to a negative value for a barrel. That means they were begging people to take barrels of crude oil. Okay, now what happened after that move? We had to see a correction to the top side. We were anticipating a lower price in crude oil, but look at what happened. We had to feel the imbalance from that drop and clear liquidity out. If you take a look at higher time frames like 6 months, 3 months, and a month, you would see all of these things I'm saying when it comes to imbalance field, fair value, and liquidity being grabbed. You see right there. But for now, it's bullish, so let's just be bullish on it. That's, you don't want to go against where these top guys are moving from. You don't want to move against them. You want to follow them along. So let's just anticipate they either continue pushing price higher or they just still do whatever they want to do. So for now, I'm still bullish on the crude oil, and I believe there's a lot of fundamentals to it that are not even being released. Okay, I believe there are a lot of fundamentals to it that are not even being released. But based on high demand and all, it's still climbing higher, and it has climbed higher than it has in the last 3 years. Okay, like it's just skyrocketing high, and even Canada crude oil export has increased by 15 folds. Okay, that's x 15x. The export has increased by 15x. So the question is, who are the countries, or which countries are buying this oil? I'll let you figure that out. So you can unmute yourself. Let's continue with the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, as you were saying, the good, the bad, and the ugly for the financial market. I think at the end, is all this knowledge or all these seminars, webinars we have been attending. If one doesn't have the ability to connect the dots when it comes to the financial market, I think the person would definitely remain backwards. Because we should all not deceive ourselves. It's not about smart money concepts or support and resistance, all naked forex or price action. Is if we don't understand the basics, that price will move no matter what anybody is saying or no matter what anybody does, then I think that's going to be a very big problem.
Exactly, that's you know I always say something, which is it's not about coming to my webinars. I say this a lot. If you can't take out time to see these things happen real time, if you can't take out time to understand how these things are happening, you won't understand all of my webinar. There are limits to what I will teach you on the webinar, and that you're left on the task, or with the task of discovering yourself or discovering more on these things. So most times, like I've always been saying, it's not about coming to the webinars. It's about, do you really understand these things in the webinar? Have you taken out time to, what is even macroeconomics? What is macroeconomics when it comes to the financial market? Have you just taken out time to use that keyword on Google and see what Google brings, and see if you get an understanding? My number is with everybody. It's even, I'm on Telegram. You reach out to me on Telegram, I will explain these things. But nobody is doing that. Everybody comes with the mindset to the webinar every day and looks for that They have a name they call it Holy Grail. That approach that no matter what, even if Donald Trump tweets, which he will soon start because they are looking at reactivating his Twitter account soon. I think they said the ban was for 2 years or something. Even if Donald Trump tweets, it will go in the right direction. That's what everybody's looking for. Instead of looking for what they can be comfortable with, that's not being comfortable. That's actually looking for a cheat code. And the financial market doesn't have a cheat code. Okay, it doesn't have a cheat code. You just want to learn and see how you can apply these things in every market situation. The market situation can be one, can't be the same as it has always been. And this is one thing I try to make everybody understand. I hope you get. So that's just my thoughts on it. That's my review on it.
Yeah, exactly. And I read I think in a PDF, because most of this PDF you send, I usually do my research and go to it. In like this new one I just sent, this Astro Effects PDF, it's actually a very good PDF, and I've been going through it. I think there was one I came across. They were like the circle of doom for forex traders.
Cycle
This
of doom for forex traders. The
yeah,
cycle of doom is actually more psychology based.
yeah,
And
true.
funny thing is, the cycle of doom just gives you an insight. There is more to the cycle of doom.
Of
You know, I always
doom.
tell you this thing, the greater fool theory. How price really delivers. These are the things we want to understand, not a strategy. If you have a strategy and you know the strategy very well, the strategy works 100% accurate, there is still an effect or a default, which is the psychology is not in place. Okay, the psychology is not in place at all, and you end up losing money that way.
Yeah, true. That's I think that's very true. And the fact that we should try to, I think, try and balance the technical and the fundamental aspects. Like you said, knowing a bit about economics is a key in the financial market.
Yeah, that's one major thing. Thank you for joining me on the call, Kilifi. Okay, so I'm going to add someone else, which is Tolulokwe. I'll be sending you an invite. I sent you an invite already. You haven't accepted. Why? So another question is, what is the minimum amount one needs to join the copy trading platform? The minimum amount to join the copy trading platform is $101. Okay, $101. But because of that is the minimum, doesn't mean you have to start with the minimum. You want to manage your risk, you want to make more money, you do better than $101. Okay. And Oroluwa Ezekiel asked if Oroluwa Ezekiel, there is we have a Telegram group. I'll drop the link right now. And on the Telegram group, you can find books I personally recommended. Okay, I'm trying to get the link for you so you can join. Okay, I'll drop the link right now in the chat box so you can join the Telegram group. Okay, there's everything you need knowledge on the Telegram group. Zainab says she's still on the negative side. Yeah, that's how it starts off. Not really good for traders. You see money, you make profits, you see the color blue, but it's maintaining the blue streak that is the problem. I will do well to walk everybody through on that. There is a huge tendency we have a class this Saturday, and it's going to be mind blowing. Okay, it's going to be about market sentiments and what new traders really need to know. Tolulope, please ask your question since you're unable to join the. Okay, Jay, can you? Should I add you to the call? Do you want to talk? Because I'd like to do the technical analysis aspect now after taking a few questions. No, you didn't accept it at all. Let me try resending again. Let me try resending again. Okay, I just sent you another invite. Okay, I just sent you another invite. Let's see if you can accept that. Okay, so I'm waiting for you guys to accept the invite and join me on the call. Okay, since well, okay, Jay, how you doing?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Alive, just put it that way. Of course, I'm sure you know my history, so I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
just keep
yeah.
it as that. Mm.
We'd figure something out on that. Don't worry. I'd find time to hold that Zoom session with you, and we'll get on board with it. So,
Okay.
have you got anything to share with the team or a question to ask?
Uh, I think once I'm able to get my foot in, I think I can properly like see where my challenges are. But I'm still having a struggling to navigate um, the the environment. Okay. One is I've been in the loss. I've been in the negative for a very long time. I'm sure I've had one with you on my challenges on that. So for that, I kind of put this stop on trading. I want to get back. I feel that's what I really want to focus right now. I want to make some deposits, but I want to be sure whatever I'm depositing, I'm not losing again. So I'm that kind of student who like to have a handhold. I'm not really too good at watching videos and really getting that knowledge out from there. Some people can be very good at that. They can just watch video and just get it. I'm the kind of person who just do better when I have one-on-one session. I say, okay, this is where I have the problem. This is where I have. And then secondly, the Zulu trade also, I've not yet finalized it. I'm sure I explained to you where um, I had a block and I needed someone from the EGM to unblock it for me so that I can get started. So that's it for me.
Yeah, okay. So about getting comfortable with the environment and all, that is something we could sort. And I would reach out to you after this call, then we'll get you sorted on that, okay? And about the losses aspect, don't worry. It's all time, okay? It's all time. It's all time and be patient on the process or with the process. You'll understand all of these things as time goes on, okay?
Yeah, thanks. We really will. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate if we connect. Thanks so much. I appreciate. And just to pass this comment, I think I've really enjoyed like your classes. Unfortunately, I've not been in some of those classes for a while, but happy to be there again.
Yeah, thank you very much. For a while, yeah, I noticed you've not been attending for quite a while. We'll get that sorted out, okay?
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. I appreciate.
Yeah, so let's go to technical analysis, analyzing the financial market. So USD card is something I would like to check. Tradingview.com. Okay, so I'll switch my screen right now, and this actually will help give me. I'll switch my screen so we can all see my chart, and we can get right into it. Trying to pop up my charts on the screen. Wow, it's taking time to load. Okay, I'll share my screen any minute from now. Okay, yeah. Can everybody see my screen? No, it's a Telegram group. Check, just look up above. I dropped the link to the Telegram group up there. Yeah, great. I'm glad everyone can see my screen. Now, if you can actually take out time to go through the our Instagram handle, I gave this trade idea on our Instagram that will come back to this area, then bounce up and see what we had. Well, it missed the area by a pip, and we went up from it. So I still expect more move to the upside. But it's something GBPAD we can all try to capitalize on. Trying to draw it properly. So it's something we can all try to capitalize on. And let's check the risk to reward ratio. If we set a limit order, a buy limit order, that area should have a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 15 or 1 to 14, depends. 1 to 14R. That's GBPAUD. Okay, so let's talk about the dollar before we talk about USD CAD, or let's talk about the dollar, then oil, then USD CAD, because those are the factors of USD CAD. Okay, dollar, that is the dollar itself. Then oil, Canada is an oil exporting country, so talk about the oil also. Then we'll talk about USD CAD as Kelechi has suggested. Okay, so the dollar, we have a bias for dollar all this while. Okay, we have a bias for dollar, and I believe all of us still remember the bias for dollar, which is up. Okay, more upside. That's what we have for dollar. Buys on dollar, and dollar is still bullish, so that just gives me an idea that dollar is strong. Okay, dollar is strong. That's, if you don't know why we are saying dollar is strong, just go through the charts in the Telegram channel. We shared the idea and the reason for a buy on there. You find it, but let me just share the idea again. So majorly why we're looking for buys on the dollar is, number one, because of we had this stop purge or stop hunt down below here, then price broke market structure to the upside, then we retested the order block. That's a previous area of structure in price, and that is more reason we are going to the upside. That's just a quick breakdown on what we believe will happen on the dollar that we're using to go long on the dollar. I'm still bullish on the dollar, although I'm not trading the dollar currently. I left the dollar trade quite a while, like after this bullish candle, because I felt this was likely to happen. And well, just still riding along. Now we know that dollar is bullish. Let's check oil, which is US oil. Now let's go back to the monthly time frame. Okay, now for the last 3 years, okay, the oil is actually trying to attack this highs. That's $76. We see oil reach $76 per barrel very soon, just very soon. And why is the oil going up? Why is oil going up? Very easy to the dips on the monthly time frame. Okay, so if I zoom this out, I'm just giving you an insight or a breakdown of oil itself. Okay, so look right here, look left to get right. This is imbalance in price. Okay, there's imbalance in price, and we had this right here, this stop purge right here, and we traded back into it. So we had this, looking at this piece of market structure, we had a high and a low. Then we had a lower high, lower low. lower high, still in this bound. I consider this as a range. Now we had this lower high, lower low, then we went higher to create this lower high, but we never got any lower low. This just tells me structure is bullish on the oil for the monthly time frame. So knowing that we are bullish on oil for monthly time frame, I'm expecting higher prices. And if I were to be a big bank and I'm trading oil, I will buy oil now blindly and target $107 per barrel. Okay, $107 per barrel. That's just the short-term target though. But the long-term target will be this high right here. But understanding that oil is bullish, that's just what you want to understand for now. Let's go to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see how it is still trading bullish. On the daily time frame, you can see how it is still trading bullish. Although there's imbalance right here. This might be a reason for oil to drop back to the 64, 62 region before we go higher again. So let's just consider that area of structure right there. Okay. $63 is a good area to buy oil. Okay. To the 4-hour time frame now. We have this liquidity right here. And this is one reason to see oil drop back down to this low. I'm not going to streamline this order block at all right here. I'll just keep it that way. Well, going out to the 1-hour time frame, let's see. Well, possibly now I am bearish on dollar. Break a market structure, retest of previous order block. And if we go down to like the 1 minute or the 5-minute time frame, you see that this, like I said, this would have been a order block on a lower time frame. Let's check 5 minutes. Bam, I was correct. And see it right here. Look at what price did. Price came back to this bullish candle, and now we are going down. So USD CAD. Now I'm bearish on oil for just a while till it gets back to 63 point something level. Now USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD. Let's break down USD CAD. Please pay close attention. Okay, pay close attention to whatever I'll be doing on USD CAD. Now, looking at USD CAD, the institutional order flow or the direction of price is generally bullish. Okay, and what we want to do is to frame price. Okay, give price the context. Understand that we have clean highs right here, which is like liquidity, money sitting there. So money is sitting there, and looking at this was an old low that price purged. Okay, but look at this new low and this new low, they all align together. So this is like one reason for price to still come back down lower, but we could see price trade higher to this area right here. Okay, to this or this, even this. Those will be like two areas I'm watching on the monthly time frame. So down to the weekly time frame now, we want to frame a setup that works. Why will price go back up? Reasons for price to go back up. See, imbalance in price. Price didn't trade the way we expected it to trade. So we expect price to feel this imbalance. Okay. Now we can go down to the daily time frame where it will make more sense to us. Okay. Now, looking at daily time frame, if we look at this piece of downtrend, we have a high and a low right here. A lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. There is no new low again. Okay, we just had this top purge right here, and this was like the last significant area of structure. So if we take our line from the last significant area of structure, draw it into price, we can all agree that that's a breaking market structure, right? We can all agree that that's a breaking market structure, right? Yes or no? I can't give signals, right? I already give you the idea behind GBP. I could take a screenshot and share the framework on the Telegram group. I could do that, but give you the right parameters or the trade entries for GBP is not the right thing to do. Okay. Now we can see we had a break in market structure right here. We have to fill this imbalance, fill this imbalance, fill this imbalance. So we can now go down to the 4-hour time frame and frame the setup properly. So on the 4-hour time frame, we still have a little bit of tricky price action right here that we should look for long opportunities. And okay, this will be an order block that we should monitor for buy opportunities, and this should be another order block you should monitor for buy opportunities. So that's just my bias on USD CAD. We'll be looking for buying opportunities on USD CAD if it trades back into any of these levels that we like, this or this, looking for buy opportunities on USD CAD. But for now, I will just share the GBP bias on Telegram. Sorry, yeah, on the Telegram group. So you'll get the parameters on the screen. And here we go. I've dropped it on the Telegram channel. You can check the Telegram channel for it. Great. And that just gives us our bias on USD CAD, which is opportunities to go long on USD CAD, buying opportunities on USD CAD. If it does trade back to any of this level that we are watching, this or this, looking for buying opportunities on USD CAD. So just stop sharing my screen. And Kelechi, I believe that resonates around your bias. If I'm not wrong, that's possibly what you're looking at on USD CAD also. I dropped the parameters for GBP on the Telegram group, so we've got nothing to worry about. And yes, that's my bias on USD CAD. Buy USD CAD. I don't know when, but just wait for buy on USD CAD at any of that POI, that point of interest. I'll take a screenshot and I will share it also on the Telegram group. I've dropped it on the Telegram group. You can check for it on the Telegram group. It's there. Also, if you are yet to join the Telegram group, here is the link to join. Oh, you're selling CAD JPY, I guess. I guess you're selling CAD JPY, am I right? Because if USD CAD is buying, you should be selling CAD Brilliant. That's just understanding fractional disparity and all. So yes, this brings us to the end of today's webinar, and I believe we all learned a thing or two. We were able to find ourselves revolving around the good, the bad, and the ugly. And yeah, catch you on my next webinar on Thursday. Good luck and good trading.